I'm actually starting to like this truck. Pretty fun to drive. Handles really well into turns. I'm impressed. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're taking a look at the Mini Maxx. I'm really excited to run this little guy. A little adorable scaled down version of the Maxx, but is it any good? And that's what we're here to find out. We do have the GNSS analyzer installed here on the back of the truck. We're going to do a quick speed run. We'll run it around here through the parking lot. I just want to see how it handles. It's been a minute since I've used a TQ radio, so there is no TSM assistance. So we're going to see how it goes. So let's get it. We'll go ahead and hit start on the GPS. All right, we're running around here just a little bit, and then we'll come back to the GPS to see what kind of speeds we're getting. Actually pretty fast for a 2S. Go ahead and do a full throttle pass here. All the way down. That's full throttle. So that's full throttle all the way down. All right, let's bring it to us real quick and see what kind of speeds we have so far. We're gonna go ahead and hit stop, read 30 miles an hour. That's right on point with Traxxas's claim on the box, 30 miles an hour. So that's good. We'll go ahead and run it one final time just for good measure. Go ahead and hit start. And I guess what we're gonna do now is kind of run it around here and see what our range is here on the TQ radio, because we did lose signal there. And it looks like we have no signal. I'm giving it throttle. Okay, there we go. We regained it. We'll bring it back. It is a cool little truck, I gotta admit. It is pretty fun to drive, I'm not gonna lie. Whew. 30 miles an hour is a decent speed when you're running 2S. I was actually expecting a little bit less than that, maybe mid-20s. So 30 miles an hour is not bad for this truck. And it looks like we're losing signal again. Maybe there's something over there on that end of the parking lot that's interfering with our radio signal. Handles really well. Looks like steering trim is set pretty good out of the box. We are mid on the trim. And we have lost radio signal again. There we go, we regained it. Nope, lost it. Losing signal is one of the downfalls of the TQ radio. I was afraid of that. We're really not that far away. Okay, I'm giving it full right. So we're definitely gonna have to upgrade the radio system like I thought we would. But other than that, I gotta say it handles really well. Even without the TSM, pretty impressive. We'll do one final full throttle pass. Here we go, all the way down. Bring it back to us and get that final reading. First run, we got 30 miles an hour. Let's see what we get this time. And read 29 miles an hour. Okay, so our first run we hit 30, we're hitting 29 right now. The battery may be getting a little bit low. So far the truck handles great. I'm really impressed. Handles well into turns even without the TSM. pretty good on the fast speed straightaways. So no issues there. The tires seem to be handling the parking lot here pretty well. I'm impressed, guys, so far. So we're gonna go ahead and take it out back in the backyard, take it off-road in its natural habitat, jump it off the ramp, and see how it does. Let's go get it. I think the Mini Maxx is starting to grow on me, guys. It is a pretty awesome handling RC. I do got to say that. My only gripe is we did lose connection with the TQ radio a few times. That could have just been because of the run location where we were at. But as far as handling goes, I really like it. I'm really impressed. So now for the ultimate test, durability, especially when we're talking about my driving skills here. So we're going to test it here on the ramp, see how it can handle the ramp, and how it can absorb some of my landings, and go from there. So far though, I'm impressed with the power behind the Mini Maxx. It does have a little power to it. It's not as fast as, say, the Merv or anything, but you kind of have a sweet balance, or a sweet spot here with the handling and the speed, so can't really complain about that. One thing I noticed, and I didn't really mention this in my unboxing video, I guess I forgot to, but the Mini Maxx is kind of heavy to be such a little RC. Has a little weight to it. So I'm a little curious to see how it's going to handle here on the ramp. Hopefully we don't break anything. But let's go ahead and give it a shot, shall we? Now bear with me, guys, it's been a minute since I've driven some of my RCs, so I'm a little rusty here. Oh! We barely got a backflip, and the bad thing is that I did land on the throttle. Don't want to do that again. There we go, there's a decent jump, finally. I'm a little rusty, guys, my bad, my bad. It's been a minute. Don't think we can squeeze out backflips with the Mini Maxx. Just don't think we have enough power to get that rotation on 2S. There we go. Yeah, the Max handles nicely. Even on the ramp now, we're getting some decent jumps now that my muscle memory's coming back to me. But yeah, Mini Maxx is a lot of fun to drive. I gotta give it that. I'm enjoying myself. Now let's talk about who this truck is meant for when we're talking about the pricing, upgrades, and whatnot. And what I feel is Traxxas's next move. Now I could be wrong, but I've seen Arrma do this in the past, where they release their little brush Groms, and a couple months later the brushless versions come out. That's kind of why I waited on those, because I figured eventually Arrma would release those brushless minis, and so I waited. It could be the same situation here with the Max, where we get the BLS 2 version, and then Traxxas decides later to re-release it with a VXL system. That could be a possibility, and that's really what I'm thinking they're going to do. I could be wrong again, but I'm just saying. Companies have been known to do that in the past. Now, as far as Traxxas goes, I think they're getting rid of their brushed RCs altogether, and I think BLS2 systems equipped RCs are going to be the new standard, the new entry-level RCs. So I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see. It could be a possibility though. As far as I kind of got off track, but as far as who this RC is meant for, well, beginners and veterans, of course. Beginners are going to love it because it has just enough power to scratch that RC itch. It's not too overpowered where it's hard to drive. Handles well on the ramp. Somebody like me that has been running RCs for quite a while now and has multiple kits is going to see it for what it is. And what it is fun, but overpriced fun. And that's not uncommon when we're talking about Traxxas, but I'm just saying. It is what it is, I guess. I gotta say though, I'm enjoying myself. Is it worth it? Is it worth the price point? Still on the fence with that one. Because there are other RCs out there. Like the what is it, the MJX brands off Amazon that I recently purchased. They are 2S and 3S capable, and for half the price. They're a little over $100 on Amazon right now. So when you think about that, and then you think about almost $300 price tag here of the Mini Maxx, it's kind of cringy if you ask me. So I don't know. Other than that though, I enjoy it. It is an awesome truck. Definitely an awesome truck. All right, to sum up here with my initial impressions in Maiden run here, I gotta say the Mini Maxx is tough. It is durable for what it is, but you gotta keep in mind that it is only running 2S, so on a 2S system it better be durable. That's all I'm gonna say, because you're not really getting that extreme power that you would from a 3S system or a VXL system. So it being durable is kind of a given. It should be durable, you know, running 2S. Max speeds, we hit around 30 miles an hour, which is not bad for a truck this size. I mean, little 1/18 scale truck. That's pretty impressive on 2S. Handling is really good, surprisingly good, considering that I'm not sure if there's even foam in the tires. There might be, I'm not sure, but the tires have held up. They're really good on off-road especially, but on the street they handled pretty well. We didn't really traction roll the Mini Maxx very often. It's really good into turns, surprisingly. It is kind of a little bit lower to the ground, seems to be, and like I said before, there is some weight to it for it to be such a small RC. My overall thoughts, is it worth it? Yeah, I guess it is worth it if you're gonna bite the bullet and pay that hefty price tag. I mean, yeah, if you're willing to do that. There is fun to be had with the Mini Maxx, and I figured that from the beginning. I was just a little peeved that Traxxas would price this so close to the Merv, considering, you know, what all the Merv has. You know, the TQI radio system, the VXL brushless system, 50 miles an hour stock out of the box. I mean, and then I know the Mini Maxx is a newer truck, but come on, man, you can't price those two RCs when one of them is just far superior to the other and older, and you price these around the same price. I don't know, I'm not really digging that. But overall, I had a good experience with the Mini Maxx. Price point is just my main gripe, I guess, when it all boils down to it. For what you get for just the TQ radio system, which is known to lose signal from time to time. We didn't completely lose signal where I had to go retrieve the truck, but it was intermittent loss where, you know, I'd be giving it a command and it wouldn't respond until, you know, a few seconds later after we got quite a distance, you know, when we did our speed run. So overall thoughts, guys, I say it's worth it. It's worth it. The price point is a bit steep, but it's worth it. And I have a feeling that maybe if you're on the fence, if you wait a few months, I'm pretty sure Traxxas will re-release this Mini Maxx with a VXL system in it. They usually do that with all their cars. I mean, you have the same car with different electronics in them all the time. You have your cheaper version, and then your more expensive version being that of the VXL, your 3S, 4S, and 6S kits. So keep that in mind, guys. If you're new, I say go out and get it. This is definitely a good entry level RC. Not too much power behind it, so you'll be able to learn how to drive it and take it off road and jump it off the ramp pretty easy. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for this video. I appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like what we do here on the channel, think about subscribing. It's free. Hit that button, sub up, hit the like, go ahead and drop a comment. I like hearing from you guys. So anyway, that's all I got, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.